Stand up. Right, you're good enough to...
It was September 25th, 2020, and it was 1 a.m. burglaries had increased significantly in South London, forcing police to patrol more frequently. They were stopping and checking the identity of people they considered suspicious more frequently than usual. 23-year-old Louise was one of them.
I want to detain you under Section 1 of the Police Criminal Evidence Act, okay? The reason for that is there's a lot of burglaries in this area, and I've just seen you walk... You can, just keep your hands out your pockets for now. I'll take it and have a look in a minute, alright? The reason is there's a lot of burglaries in this area, okay? It's 1:30 in the morning. I don't know who you are. You've probably got a totally legitimate excuse, alright? But at the moment, you're walking down the road with a duffel bag, alright? Which I believe may have stuff going to equipped to do a burglary, alright? So I'm just going to search you.
In this pocket, I've got my ID.
Perfect. Okay, that's fine. Don't put your hands in your pockets. Hey, hello. Don't put your hands in your pockets. Okay. You okay?
It was clear during his conversation with the police that Louise was extremely nervous. The officers who stopped and questioned him repeatedly tried to reassure him to remain calm. However, the reason for this tension was Louise's autism, which he was diagnosed with at age 13.
You're just going to be searched, mate. You're not under arrest. I just need to search you. You okay? Alright, just a bit nervous, yeah?
My parents, please.
Okay, are they expecting you home? Okay, that's fine. Alright, that's fine.
You could be 2 seconds. You could be 2 seconds. Do you want me to hold that? Sorry, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. So my colleague just explains. He was just quickly search you, see if you've got anything, and then you're going to be gone. This is all being recorded on body worn camera, okay? You're not in trouble. My colleagues just said a few of the grounds, and he was just going to quickly search you, and you're free to go.
Okay.
Try to do a copy of the slip. Okay?
I'm going to confess, okay, in that bag is non-medical cannabis.
Okay, how much have you got in there?
I've got maybe 3 or so grams.
Okay, alright. I'm still going to have to search you, alright?
Yeah.
So, just pass me your phone and your mask, okay? All my concern is at the moment is if you've got anything on that's going to hurt me or you. Any needles, any razor blades, anything like that. Okay, fine. Because you just told me you've got drugs on you, I'm just going to have to put you in handcuffs while I search you. The reason... What's the matter? So the reason for that is people try and do silly things when we search them. They try and hurt themselves, they try and hurt police officers. Alright?
Can you take me into the car, please?
Why? Don't resist.
The police announced that a search would be conducted, and Louise panicked again upon hearing this. The officers, noticing this, tried to explain to him that this was a procedure and to reassure him. Meanwhile, the young man said he wanted to get into the police car, but it was a cunning plan because Louise had an antique gun on him. If he could get in the car before the officers searched him, perhaps he could hide it in the car.
Listen to me very carefully.
I know.
Don't resist.
Okay, we'll put you in the car, but put the handcuffs in first, yeah?
Okay.
Is it someone's watching us? Or...
Look, take the bag, please. Thank you.
Why do you want us to sit you in the car?
Just worried, please.
Why? Why are you worried?
Just...
You think your parents might see?
No.
Right, get in the car, mate. Control, could I create a CAD for a stop of a person on London Road, junction with Pollard's Hill North, please? Don't put your hands in your pockets. Don't do that again. Do you understand? Do you understand? That's the 3rd time you've done that, and I've told you not to. Next time, listen to me, next time you're going to be handcuffed to the back. Alright? 3 times I've asked you. You speak perfectly good English. Stop doing it.
Louise's plan worked, and he managed to get into the police car without being searched. However, even though he tried to get rid of the gun, the officers became uneasy about him putting his hands in his pockets and gave him a stern warning.
It's for our safety as well, because we don't know if you're reaching for a knife, we don't know what you're reaching in for your pocket.
inside is my... If you open
Received.
this see my ID, which has my address.
At the moment, I've tried to do you a favour by taking you off the street. You've not told me why. I'm just saving you a little bit of embarrassment. Now you've reached into... Stop talking. You've now reached into your pockets 3 times and I've told you not to, right? You've now told me you've got drugs on you when I thought you might have had some sort of tool on you to burgle someone's house. So now I'm going to search you stood right here, all right? Because I don't know what else you've got on you, and I think there's more to this story than you're letting on, despite having drugs on you, all right? Okay, so I asked you earlier, I'm not too sure what the answer was. Have you got anything on you like sharp that can hurt me or you?
No.
No?
See what it is. It's not real.
I believe we might do some paperwork. Stop. How many canisters?
Yeah. Canisters.
Oh.
Right, at the moment, I'm
Right.
placing you under arrest.
Before being taken to the police station, the suspect was searched and bullets were found on the young man. This raised the possibility that he might have a weapon, and a more careful and thorough body search was essential.
Could I have van and cell space for one male adult arrested for possession of what I believe to be bullets on London Road, junction with Pollard's Hill North? How about 1567. Okay, thanks. He needs to search the back of him.
A1, you've got a self-spell back windmiller.
Just say receive for me.
Yeah,
You do.
Just hold his jacket up for me.
We'll change into handcuffs to rear.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You got one pair of trousers on?
I have a second pair of thermals.
Right, okay. Okay, I'm just going to search your inside leg. Spread your legs slightly for me, thank you. Where'd you get the boots from? Yeah, all good.
Interestingly, despite their meticulous search, the officers were unable to find a gun on Luis, as he had carefully and discreetly placed it among his clothing. After the search, Luis was loaded back into the police car for the police station. However, the officers made a grave mistake. They didn't tighten the suspect's handcuffs too tightly because they couldn't find a weapon. The suspect was constantly moving during the journey. This was because, despite being handcuffed backwards, he somehow managed to slip out of loose handcuffs and reach for the gun.
Mind your hands, darling, I'm going to close this door, alright?
The officers made another major oversight. They failed to notice Luis's gun as he emerged from the police car.
Do you want me to stay with you?
No, it's fine. Possession of a firearm, aka a bag of what look like bullets. Possession of intent to supply, Class B.
Who's the other unit that's coming
So you probably don't need further search. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right, just tip out this and wind them down, don't take the cuffs off. Yeah, it's fine. Stand up, mate.
He's been a bit.
Go on.
Not understand.
I think This is
I
very
don't understand, stand up.
So please leave.
What?
Please leave. I think I'm going to pass on.
Okay, listen to me.
The police sergeant approaches Luis and begins to explain why he's being arrested and read him his rights. Luis soon reveals a hidden weapon.
I don't think you are, mate. My name's Matt, I'm the custody officer, right? I'm in charge. I'm not involved in the investigation. You've been arrested on suspicion of possession of bullets, ammunition and possession of intent to supply.
Class B.
Class B, anything else?
That's it.
Alright, your detention's not been authorised yet, but I can authorise a search of you under section 54 of PACE. Stand up. Mate, you're good enough to...
Luis's first shot hit the police sergeant in the chest. Although other officers quickly pounce on the suspect managed to fire 3 more shots. The suspect fired a total of 4 times, 2 of which hit the police sergeant. The 3rd bullet lodged in the wall, and the 4th ricocheted off, hitting Luis in the neck. After this commotion, both the attacker, Luis, and the police sergeant on duty were rushed to the hospital and admitted to intensive care. However, the police sergeant was pronounced dead shortly thereafter. Luis, though alive, remained in a coma for 2 months, and after recovering, he was paralyzed due to permanent brain damage. All of Luis's movements that day were scrutinized. Why had this man carried a gun? What was his purpose? While the investigation remains uncertain, it has been determined that Luis intended to kill or injure his father with the weapon. According to his father's testimony, Luis became addicted to cocaine at a young age and constantly put emotional pressure on himself. Perhaps if the police hadn't stopped him, Luis would have been more likely to harm his father because he was heading towards his father's house. Following the incident, a lawsuit was filed against Luis. Luis's lawyers argued that he was unfit to stand trial due to his health problems. However, the court decided to proceed with the trial, considering that the attacker, although unable to fully speak, was able to provide written yes or no answers to questions.
Louis de Zoysa, at 1:26 in the morning on the 25th of September 2020, you shot dead Sergeant Matt Ratner. He was the custody sergeant at Croydon Police Station. He had devoted his life to public service. He put himself in the way of danger to protect the public and to protect and safeguard those who came into custody. You have robbed Sue Bushby of their future life together, Diane Peachy of her stepson, Luke Ratner of his father, and Jessica Williams and James Young of their brother. They are all rightly immensely proud of the man you killed. They recognise that you bear the sole responsibility for his murder. They say in their victim impact statements that for the officers who were on duty that night, they have nothing but support, sympathy, admiration and respect. Luke Ratner himself is a police officer. He knows as well as anyone the dangers they face day in, day out, and the difficult circumstances in which they operate.
Prosecutors argued that Luis's actions demonstrated premeditation and that he deserved the harshest sentence possible under the law. Luis's lawyers argued that he was autistic, that Luis suffered an involuntary neurological collapse during the incident, and that he was unable to control his behavior due to childhood trauma. Despite all these defenses, the 12-person jury found this defense insufficient and unanimously convicted Luis, and was ultimately sentenced to life in prison without parole.
You said that you had an autistic meltdown. You said that you had diminished responsibility. The jury disagreed. The jury found you guilty of murder. The sentence for murder is set by law. It is life imprisonment. So I sentence you to life imprisonment. I have a great deal of medical evidence about your condition, and I have been given very great assistance from your lawyers. I have all the information that is necessary to pass sentence. The law requires the court to decide whether to set a minimum term order or a whole life order. A minimum term order means that you can be considered for release after the minimum term. A whole life order means that you remain in custody for the rest of your life. The aggravating factors, in my judgment, outweigh the mitigating factors. The aggravating effect of your use of a gun and the planning and premeditation outweigh the mitigating effects of your personal mitigation, including the impact of custody. There is therefore no justification to depart from the starting point of a whole life order. That is what Parliament has decided should normally apply as a starting point to the murder of a police officer in the execution of their duty. The seriousness of the offence means that a minimum term order is not justified. A whole life order must be imposed. Louis de Zoysa, I sentence you to imprisonment for life. I impose a whole life order. That means you will remain in custody for the rest of your life. You may now be taken from the dock.
What do you think about this case? Louise, is the sentence given fair? Is it cruel to a sick person? I eagerly await your comments. Until our next case, stay away from crime.